Okay, so in this video we are going to talk about simplifying trigonometric expression, and the trigonometric expression we are going to simplify is written right here. So again we are going to use the same strategy, tan x, secant x and cosecant x. These expression we are going to use identities to simplify them. So this expression is going to be tan x. The identity of tan x is equals to sine x over cos x. This identity I will use in the expression. Secant and cosecant, you should know secant x is equals to 1 over cos x, and cosecant x is equals to 1 over sine x. Okay, these expression we are going to use in this given one. Sine, it's already simplified form, we are not going to change anything. Now the expression will become sine x over cos x plus sine x stays same times secant x is 1 over cos x over cosecant x is 1 over sine x times sine x over cos x. Okay, so first let's see the numerator. In numerator you can simplify, rearrange and write it down in this way: sine x over cos x plus sine x over cos x. Okay, over denominator will become, now look, sine x and sine x, they will cancel out each other and you will left with only 1 over cos x. Okay, now in numerator you can see that you have two fractions, and to simplify fractions you have to make denominator same, but denominators are already same, so you will just combine them. It's going to be sine x plus sine x over cos x over 1 over cos x. By reciprocal rules, this cos x and this cos x will cancel out each other and you will left with only 2 sine x, and that is the simplified form of the given expression. Alright, so next we are going to talk about this question: 1 minus sine squared x over cosecant squared x minus 1. Alright, now look at this. Whenever you have squared on trigonometric values, always remember this thing, that maybe you can use Pythagorean identity. Now like look at in the top part, the numerator we have 1 minus sine squared x. Remember that identity that we know, sine squared x plus cos squared x is equals to 1, correct? And if I will rearrange this identity, and it's going to be cos squared x equals to 1 minus sine squared x. Okay, I will use this identity into the given expression, and it's going to be cos squared x over, now denominator also have an identity. What is that identity? Pause this video and take a look in your Pythagorean identity and then figure out which identity you are going to use for denominator. So for for denominator, the identity that we are going to use is, I'm going to write down here, that one is 1 plus cot squared x equals to cosecant squared x. I will rearrange this identity, and it's going to be 1 minus cosecant squared x, other way around. Cot squared x is equals to secant squared x minus 1. Okay, this identity for numerator and this identity for denominator. You're going to have cot, sorry, I will use the same color for this one, and it's going to be cot squared x. Clear? Now we should know that what is cot squared x equals to. Cos squared x over cot squared x is cos squared x over sin squared x, because we know the reciprocal identity, and reciprocal identity is cot x equals to cos x over sin x. Okay, and if you have squared, then these two values will also have squared. Okay, so you can use this identity. Now what is this expression is going to be? This expression is going to be cos squared x, and this one will cancel out each other. You will left with 1 over sin squared x. Okay, now by using the reciprocal rules, this expression will change into sin squared x. This is a simplified form.